Although skywriting isn't practiced much anymore, Jack Strayer, who used to do it in the 30s, is back at his old job again. Pepsi-Cola asked him to take up his old craft again in 1971 after he retired from the aviation industry. He says skywriting was originated in England, and he says it has to be done when the weather is just right.
The day looks perfect, except the air may be a little bit too dry. And we're going to try it, of course, anyway. And you can read the message, but going back into history when I started, why, many of our messages were personal messages, too. And they were in connection with happy birthday or love messages, which sometimes got you in trouble because the girl didn't want her name in the sky.
Other than love notes, Pepsi and other companies used to use the sky for advertising until the early 1950s. Mr. Strayer says skywriting isn't that dangerous, but he says it isn't easy either. Pilots have to write the messages backwards, so they have to use what he calls mirror vision. And Mr. Strayer says nothing artificial is used. The skywriter capitalizes on the elements.
We do much better now than we used to back in the 30s. A jet actually is condensing the moisture in the air without adding any moisture to their exhaust. And then if they're in the right layer, it crystallizes and sets. And it's like steam in the winter. It's the same basic principle, and that's the principle we use now. But therefore, you can see if the air is very, very dry, it will absorb this just like a sponge.
So the next time you see a message in the clouds, think about the person behind the controls. It may not be a real old-fashioned barnstormer, although Jack Strayer is, but whoever it may be is part of an old tradition.